I'm Arjen Wals. I'm a professor of social learning for sustainable development at the Wageningen University in the Netherlands, but also a guest professor at the University of Gothenburg in the same area, education for sustainable development. And I'm also a senior advisor to GMV on learning, education, capacity building for a more sustainable world. Well, I see SDG number 4, quality education, as one of the foundational SDGs. The 17 SDGs, most of them are content-oriented, people, planet, prosperity, but there are only 2 really that focus on the processes or the mechanisms that can help people become more sustainable. And that's number 4, is a critical one, quality education, and number 17, partnerships. And they're actually connected, I think. But quality education is seen as the way to involve young people, youth, children, into the challenges of our time, whether it's about climate change, loss of biodiversity, or food security, or inequity, inequality, poverty. Somewhere in their youth, young people need to become sensitive to these issues, need to become aware of them, need to understand them in all their complexities, and need to learn how to respond to them. And education can do that. And not just for children, I must say. Also, as a part of lifelong learning, adults can also take advantage of education and all the teaching tools that we have to make the world more sustainable. I would invite John Dewey, and he died long ago, but he was part of the Chicago School. He founded the Chicago School almost 100 years ago, and it was one of the first attempts to connect schools with community and to use experiential, discovery-based learning to engage people in a meaningful way in their own local environment and to connect all the subject areas of the school to these issues in a meaningful way. It was a better way to teach mathematics, biology, social sciences, but it was also a good way to connect people with local place, and not just to learn about these places, but also to try to change them. So even though it's a white American male, John Dewey, I do feel that he represents a very inspirational force in today's education for sustainable development. And I would love to have the chance to have him reflect on the world today and the role of education in the world today. Well, I was thinking about that question. I think rather than inviting another science field, I would like to invite people who represent different ways of knowing, a different way of viewing the world, a different way of being in the world. So I would look for indigenous ways of thinking and invite people who represent a different ontology, where we connect better with other species, where we have in our innate way of being already a connection with the past and the future, where there is more space for spirituality and intuitive ways of knowing, so that we not exclusively look at science for the answers, but that we also broaden our views on that and recognize that there are multiple ways of knowing. And I think that's part of the sustainability puzzle, to combine these different ways of knowing. So I wouldn't invite another science, I would invite another way of being in the world and another way of knowing.